supplies in Trenton, New Jersey may run out. This potentially critical outage is due to the Trenton City Council's recent dispute over budget. The council declined to sign a contract for paper products worth $42,000 after a disagreement over a $4,000 charge for paper cups, due to fears some cups would be stolen for home use. A spokesman for Trenton Mayor Tony Mack said that while the money has been made available to purchase the tissue, the council is unwilling to sign the contract. As a result, city employees are being encouraged to bring their own supplies of the valued tissues. They are also being reminded that flushing paper towels and pages from the telephone book is grounds for immediate dismissal. The rejected contract for paper products is part of a $182.6 million budget laid out by Mack in November. The budget has yet to be adopted due to arguments over its viability. If agreed, it will go into place on July 1st, the start of the new fiscal year. The Center for Disease Control said that it is investigating an outbreak of salmonella in humans who have been eating pet food made by Diamond Pet Food. CDC officials said that the dog food made at a facility in South Carolina is suspected in at least 14 cases of salmonella in 9 states. Investigators say that while it is possible people got sick after contact with dogs that ate the food, it is more likely that poor and elderly who cannot afford human food have been eating the dog food to save money. 2 Transportation Security Administration employees working with 2 former employees were charged today for allowing large amounts of cocaine and other drugs to pass through x-ray machines at security checkpoints in exchange for cash. The indictment, involving drug conspiracy and bribery charges, outlined 5 incidents where the employees took payments of up to $2,400 to provide drug couriers unfettered access at Los Angeles International Airport over a 6-month period last year. Critics of the TSA said this case shows just how broken the screening system is. The TSA security director at LAX said the agency is disappointed about the arrests, but that it remained committed to holding its employees to the highest standards. He added that if that didn't work, they would all be forced to watch reruns of old Fred videos. A new rumor about the whereabouts of famed YouTube personality Bob surfaced today when a reporter overheard a conversation at the Nutjob Hills Diner, where one patron said that Bob left because he was fed up with working for the boob and has been pursuing a number of technologists and technicians jobs. When asked about this rumor, the boob dismissed it, saying that Bob is a user, not a programmer, and he's never been all that tech savvy. In a surprise move, Democrats showed an uncommon level of sense as they introduced a bill that would ban employers for asking for their workers' Facebook passwords. The passwords give employers access to users' private messages, photos, and the profiles of their friends. The Social Networking Online Protection Act, introduced by Democratic Representatives Elliot Engel of New York and Jan Schakowsky of Illinois, would prohibit current or potential employers from demanding a username and password to a social networking account. The restriction would also apply to colleges, universities, and schools. Although several lawmakers have been playing at drafting legislation to ban the practice, Engel and Schakowsky are the first to actually man up and produce a bill of substance. Under the bill, an employer who violates the rules would be subject to a $10,000 civil penalty. Outrage first erupted after the Associated Press reported earlier this year that some employers have demanded that job applicants provide passwords to their private Facebook accounts to check for embarrassing or damaging information. Facebook weighed in on the issue today. The company noted that doing so undermines the privacy expectations and security of both the user and the user's friends and exposes the employer to legal liability. The company is looking into taking legal action against employers who do this, in addition to encouraging lawmakers to draft new laws prohibiting the forced sharing of passwords. Keith Judd, also known as inmate number 11593-051, made a surprising showing against President Obama in the West Virginia Democratic primary. Currently serving a 17-year sentence for extortion at the Federal Correctional Institution in Texarkana, Texas, Judd not only managed to get on the West Virginia primary ballot, he also managed to carry 41% of the vote, receiving 70,000 votes, while Mr. Obama took 59%. The Republican National Committee is having a field day with the news, producing new campaign ads saying that 4 out of 10 people would rather have a convicted felon in the White House over Obama. According to the Associated Press, Judd secured a spot on the ballot by paying a $2,500 fee and filing the appropriate paperwork. According to the Charleston Gazette, Judd distributed a position paper to West Virginia media stating his opposition to Mr. Obama's health care overhaul on the grounds that it violates the 10th Amendment. He also asserts that the 10th Amendment gives incarcerated felons the right to vote. Meanwhile, Mitt Romney won the West Virginia Republican primary with 69% of the vote, with Rick Santorum taking 12% and Ron Paul 11%. In a press conference today, the troll announced that he has decided to launch his campaign for the presidency. When asked what his campaign platform would be, he replied, "Pizza. Lots of pizza." When reporters questioned his eligibility to hold the office, he responded with a growl and a display of force lightning. A dozen reporters were treated and released from the Nutjob Hills Medical Center with second and third degree burns. Unfortunately, the electromagnetic pulse that accompanied the powerful electrical display destroyed all recordings of the event. That's the way it is, Wednesday, May 9th, 2012. Stay tuned to WFRT News for reports on social, political, and corporate flatulence as it occurs.